Blacksmith. Druid. We need to do an item forge here. Apparently we never did. So let's see. Movement's 3, health and mana is 3. 9, 3 and 3, my bad. Point 1, I don't like that. Probably need to upgrade his movement speed wherever I can, because we don't have an upgrade for that. Void resistance. Cooldown. Critical chance. I'll do another cooldown. I'll do main damage. So we'll do the additional damage on this one. Probably a mastery. Void resistance. Health regen of 0.08. That's actually pretty good. I'll do another void resistance. I'll do mastery. Void resistance. Void resistance. Speed and speed. Okay, and then we need to enchant his gear real quick. So we got the gloves. Use a skill cooldown or increases attack speed. Let's do skill cooldown. Okay, and then leg, no brainer. Okay. And then for her, we just need to item forge the hands. Do a cooldown on that. Skill power. I need to enchant the hands. Do we want skill cooldown or we want increased attack speed? Probably skill cooldown. Okay, last thing to look at. The alignment. Skill tree for him. Not sure that that's going to matter. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change this to Earth's Curse. Because this reduces all of them. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I think we're ready. Sorry, that was a long, drawn-out process. But we should be set and ready to go. We should be beating this game. But I've been known to fail before. We've read all this. Click through it all. Let's get to the first fight. All right.
Ready to serve, my lord. All right.
Death to the weak. Fine.
I want you all around here first real quick. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Do that as well.
How may I serve you?
I knew he would pull aggro.
Can I help you?
Okay, you guys are gonna have to stop for a minute.
Copy that.
Certainly.
Amin vera. Yes.
Very well.
Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Put that out.
Yes.
Yeah,
On the move.
will do.
Bien.
Very well. On the move.
Sire?
How may I serve you?
Flippin' stunned, that's why.
Certainly. Yes. Very well.
Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Uma de la.
Fine.
Copy that.
Amin vera. Yes.
Yes.
Can I help you?
Slay them.
Who you
On the
got?
move.
The mage.
How may I serve you?
Alright,
On it.
everybody out of that.
Pero Amin.
Death to the weak.
Can I help you?
Fine.
Copy that.
Actually, let's just sit here with this.
My blade is yours to command.
Yeah.
Slay them.
Manimarte.
Yes. Affirmative.
So, is he on? He's be on move and attack. I wonder.
Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Mani.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Yes. Very well.
Maninata.
Yes. Okay.
Mani.
May the light guide your path.
How may I serve you?
Death to the weak.
All right. Not going to use any of those items. All right. This is the very interesting fight. So we lose Kayla. No longer part of our party.
May the light
But
guide your
we have
path.
everybody else.
Acknowledge.
I shall be victorious.
Turn that on.
Yes.
Turn that on.
Orders.
Turn that on.
Maninata.
I never miss. Consider it done.
Mani. Julien.
Death to the
I
weak.
want you over here too.
Yes.
Melo.
danger.
Oh, we are getting beat down. Just a tad here.
Shoot them.
We should have the mark out. We should have that out.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Slay them.
I never miss.
First headshot. Your deeply wounded body collapses to the floor, and protective magic around Proteus dissipates. All the champions turn to him now, their faces twisted with anger at what they had just done.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, moving.
How may I help you?
At your service.
At your service. Affirmative.
You need to get you out of there.
Maninata.
Yes. Right between the eyes.
I need 100. I don't even know that I can use that.
Yes, sir. Heading out. Manimarte.
That's not even on.
How
Not
may
even
I
critting.
help you?
My tank is just a beast. Oh man, that tank is a beast.
Death to the weak.
Sire.
Yes.
Heru Amin.
Heck yeah! And I get one epic crystal for it. Your champions gather around your collapsed body. Their tired, beaten faces have a look of genuine despair. Maeve places her loaded crossbow at your head. Close your eyes, my lord. You won't feel a thing. Rakim rushes over to the Magus's limp body on the floor. We'll kill the Magus. That'll break his control. Warren sweeps Proteus off the floor with one hand. A fine idea. This is no spell to be broken, my friends. Proteus has taken over my lord's body. There's but one way to end this murderous trap. Cain nods to Maeve. Sweat breaks across her brow. After a moment of hesitation, she lowers her crossbow. It's okay, Maeve. The duty should be mine. As Cain takes a stance before you and pulls his blade back high, Proteus wills you to speak. In your weakened condition, he no longer has dominion to control you. Yet, feeling a sense of genuine urgency, you recite the words. At the same time, Proteus's body speaks them as well. Wait, hold your blade. You do not understand. Do not hesitate, Shield Guard. Take him now, before he escapes. Cain holds his blade steady. Artara is already doomed. Our world is lost, not by my doing. This became fact the moment the Organte portal opened. I merely used all my power to prolong the inevitable, to bide time. Time for what? To plan and plot, to set things in motion, to save what could be saved, but most of all, to wait for him, for all of you. As there is no stopping the Organte, our only chance is to save what we can, a task I no longer have the power to achieve on my own. But as my Magus brothers and sisters did 1,000 years ago, you few can grant me such power through your sacrifice. The power for what? To transport as many of our people as possible to the tower, then transport it far away, to another world, where Artara may be reborn. The only way I can do this, the only way to save our people, is with your life energy. There is no other option, there is no more time. I speak the truth, if you leave here today with your lives, all is undone. As the words weigh heavy on your champions, Proteus evacuates your body, leaving you in crippling pain. Boron releases the first Magus, dropping him to the floor where he spits up dark crimson blood. I tried to tell you, I take no pleasure in taking your lives. If I could give my own in your place, I would, without hesitation, but the only way to save our people is through your sacrifice. So brave champions, I leave it to you. Strike me down for all that I have done, doom everyone you know and love, and end our civilization, all civilizations, as the Organte will come to devour them all eventually. Or give yourselves now, and grant our people a second chance. The choice is yours. Before you decide, I give you one final vision, that which shall come to pass for our world and countless others should you strike me down. I have spent 1,000 years in the presence of the Organte, listening to their maddening whispers, feeling their insatiable hunger, seeing their collective memories. I know them for the soulless, malevolent beings they truly are, an unstoppable virus, whose only purpose is to consume and reproduce. After they have devoured Artara, the Organte will spread across the galaxy, targeting every inhabited world. There will be no threats, no parley, no chance to defy and combat them. They will simply burn 1 billion planets to ash, absorbing all the life energy within. The Organte will leave no path of destruction behind. Once the universe is emptied of life, they will consume all stellar matter, ice giants, suns, nebulas, black holes, asteroids, comet dust. Nothing will be spared. The universe will be stripped bare. In the Organte's wake, nothing will remain, not even a single photon of light. All will be dark. Kill me now, and this is the future you set in stone. Proteus' truth strikes hard into the brittle hearts of you and your champions. Everyone draws silent, and still, only the swirling wind and gushing sound of the Organte dimensional rift remains, until at last Whisper steps forward. The prophecy. Could I have misunderstood this whole time? All will fall, yet none will fail. On their hallowed names, Artara will prevail. My people are a proud and ancient race. I sense the truth of your words now. The Queen of Shadows will not live only to see her people erased from the Book of Time. Let it be known that the Queen of Shadows was the first, that her courage and her light showed the way. Whisper walks before Proteus, looking at each of your champions and yourself as she passes. Black vapors pour from her body, crimson energy burns at her hands, up along her forearms. You require the energy that is me, then take it, all that I am, and more. Proteus extends his hand, and with a slight rush of air, Whisper dissolves into 1,000 pieces of sparkling light. Proteus' stance straightens once the mystic is no more. It looks like I was wrong, lad. I'll not be seeing you back at your fortress after all. It is a promise I absolve you from, my friend, and once I sincerely appreciate. We elves do not believe in death as others do. I make the sacrifice without hesitation, but you, Master Smith. Of course, lad, after all, it's a king's duty to lay down his life for his people. Oh, man. King? The sentiment of surprise is shared by everyone but Boron. Did they not know? But Jarl Dwarf wears the crest of Master Smith of the First Order, and only a dwarven king lays claim to such title. Eric bows with a heartfelt grin. My lord. Eric withdraws the life oak seed from the person and looks at it longingly. The elf then turns and approaches Proteus. Before I return to the place of my ancestors, can you take this seed and transport it back to the Endless Fortress? Alas, noble elf, I can teleport the seed from this tower, but I will not have the power to assure its destination. Eric nods and drops the seeds into Proteus's hand. Proteus closes his hand, then instantly opens it again, and the seed is gone. Wherever that seed winds up, if even a single elf remains alive in Artara, they will find it. I'm ready now. I give my life to the future. Wait just a second. I said as long as I draw breath, I'll see you back at your fortress. We'll go together or not at all. Arkem moves to each of your champions and lays into them with a mighty bear hug. Wow. Wow. Everybody's gonna sacrifice themselves, huh? I figured they'd give us the option. There'd be two different endings, but it kind of hits a little bit. So, just so I remember what it's like to be in the arms of a beautiful lass. Still joking. Arkem shakes your hand and nods without word, then steps back alongside Eric. Though I don't share our king's emotional affection, know that I have grown quite fond of all of you, and wish you all safe travels to wherever the next adventure lies. The chamber fills with light. When the illumination dissipates, all that remains of Arkem is a mound of ash and dirt. Of the elf, a dozen silver butterflies flutter about before slowly fading away. You could swear Proteus's hair darkens in color. His face no longer expresses the pain of a 1,000-year-old body. Boron steps alongside Maeve and Cain. I need time to prepare. Maeve and Cain stare into each other's eyes. Though nothing is spoken, much is said. You always kind of felt and knew there was a thing going on there. After all this, even with the fate of everyone and everything hanging in the balance, I find myself feeling selfish. I don't want to go. Cain's eyes fill with sudden panic. Maeve, Marksman places a single finger over Cain's lips. All this time together, and now you decide to confess your feelings. A coy smile breaks across her face. If only there were more time. But there isn't. This isn't easy for me to say, Kay. But with you by my side, I think I can. Our people are counting on us. The world is counting on us. We must fulfill our duty. Tell us, Proteus, is there anything after death? Will we be together in another life? Proteus smiles and nods to Cain and Maeve. Do not fear. Death is not what you think it is, and time is like the river that leads to the sea, with tides that flow both ways. Cain turns to you, but you recoil. The thought that you have led your dearest friends to his death turns your stomach. Man. Imagine that. Our friends had to fight us. And then in the end, we brought them to their death. Crazy. My lord, can the two of you ever forgive me? What is there to forgive? Your loyalty has led you to your deaths. This is true. It is our honor to die so that our people may live. Farewell, friend. You struggle to hold back the tears and raise up your hand. Cain takes it firmly and nods. Maeve places hers over the two of yours and nods. Unlike you and Cain, she cannot hold back the tears, though she ignores them. Cain and Maeve step back before Proteus. They look to him, then turn back to each other, embrace and kiss. With another wave of his hand, the color of Maeve and Cain drains from their forms. Within seconds, they stand before you, frozen in an eternal kiss of stone. Oh, well, that's just romantic, I guess. Even though they have to die. Boron's the only one left. You take a deep breath and look up as Boron steps before you. He gazes down at you beneath hard, stoic ice. It is because of you, our people will get a second chance. It is because of you, this is not the end. I cannot express my gratitude. The Frostling lumbers over to the statue of Maeve and Cain and kneels before them. Placing one hand atop each of them, he drops his head and chants in a deep, reverberating tone. My people will not forget what happened here in this tower, not as long as this memory stone exists. Oh yeah. The memory stone. After a few moments, the Frostling rises to his feet and turns to face Proteus. Without word, Proteus nods. A massive gust of frost and ice blasts through the chamber, forcing you to shield your eyes. Until we meet again. When you look again, Boron is no more. You and Kayla, suspended in time by unknown means, are all that remains of you and your 7 champions. Proteus, now looking 20 years younger, healthier, and stronger, turns to you, peering deep into your eyes, as if examining your very soul. Perhaps, somehow, since the day we first met, when I was a boy, I've known that this day would come. I'm ready. For Artara, send me to where my friends have gone. Proteus turns and looks up at the Organte portal. Now twice the size that it was when you first entered the chamber, you hear the first Magus thoughts in your mind. You led a band of champions from different walks of life, with conflicting goals, through this perilous tower. You are a strong and capable leader. You stand before me now, ready to give your life. You are a brave and honorable man. Your will and life energy are truly great. But you must live. What? No, you took their lives. You can't let me alone live while they have made the ultimate sacrifice. No. Yes, I must. Now it is time for you to know the complete truth. There's more to it.
So here we are, two minds in one body. You witnessed what I have done. I opened the portal and let the Organte through. The ultimate betrayal. Shadow constructs are ravaging the land, destroying everything and everyone in the path. They leave me alone, for they believe I am the ally of their masters. Yet you must understand the reasons for my actions. For I did not lie those many years ago when you were a child and our minds touched for the first time. The world can be saved, and only you can do it. The entire world, our galaxy. If we let the Organte set foot on this land, they will soon ravage all the other planets in our galaxy too. The Organte passed through the bridge into our world, but they are weak. They come from a place with different laws of physics. They are disoriented, stunned. They have to assume physical bodies and need time to adjust to our energy. A lot of time. And if something has a physical shape, it can be destroyed. My actions were for that reason. My life force was the only thing blocking the bridge. And I am dying. If I were to die and they were to enter the world, they would be unopposed. They would bide their time recovering. And when they were ready, they would destroy everything. For such is their nature now, hateful and evil. I spent a long time in the presence of those beings. I understand them now in more ways than they understand themselves. They might have been a grand and noble civilization, but now only a husk remains. Their nature overpowered by the need to consume and destroy. I also understood one thing that they do not know yet. In our universe, they will not be able to transcend again. They will remain as they are now, in physical form. They will need to send their constructs to nearby stars, to absorb their energy, filter it, and feed on it slowly. Don't be fooled, however. They will awaken eventually and start rebuilding their civilization. So I am releasing your mind now. Take this body and all the knowledge I possess and escape this world, for it is already doomed. I have gathered the remaining survivors in the tower, and I will shift it across vast space to another planet, where you can settle in peace. I will transfer my consciousness to this shadow and remain here. I will walk among the Organte unnoticed, observing them and confusing them if I can, for as long as I can. You have a different task. You must rebuild the civilization and grow in strength. You must pass the knowledge of what has happened to your descendants, and they must stand vigil. When the time comes, you must be ready to return to this world and destroy the enemy once and for all. For only then can I be redeemed. Stand vigil. Watch the sky with an ever open eye. When stars dim and start to die, come swiftly, or the end follows nigh.
Wow.